So, hello everyone, Mono here. Tack för det. One of the last fall anime new animes, right? We have a few more animes though. We have Plot on the Man after this, which I think is going to be the high up torso, right? Tomorrow we have the horror anime, and we have the Paladin anime on Saturday. That was pretty cool. So, but we're kind of getting, I think, most. I think they have the. What do you call it? The starting line? I think we kind of have, you know, the Thursday or the fall anime is kind of scheduled for most part, right? But this not anime, Sakugan, that I feel looks pretty good. It has this kind of, typical Wunsa, right? Typical, how you call it, duo cop comedy, right? You know, one fast fighter guy, fast talking guy, you know, one old man, one elf girl, whatever, yeah. That kind of thing. But this instead is like one spunky girl and one old man. It's like her father, so premise-wise, it sounds a lot like a Decadence, right? But Decadence last year with the girl and, you know, her, well, robot then, spoiler, robot mentor daddy character, right? So this sounds similar. So anyway, this anime is about them trying to get, let's call it treasure, right? Yeah. And they're out and, like, her father is like an experienced, I guess, digger, kind of hunter guy, right? And she's like, come on, Dad, let's go! And she's all spunky and cute. So, well, I don't know. I think it looks like a pretty cool anime. And then after this, then, in about 2 hours from now, I think, we have Plot on the Man, which I thought I lost, right? Of course, Death Note, and yeah, that's very, very good. Of course, two anime. Huge Death Note, of course, one of them. I mean, I watched Death Note. See, I'm very old. Let me say thing after that video, but I'm very, very old. So I actually watched Death Note, right, when it was airing, you know, week by week. That's how old I am. I was like on the grown up, and I was in high school, yeah, senior high school. Death Note, I think. So, but anyway, first episode. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But yeah, Death Note, of course, goes way back, right? But now, father and daughter team up. I guess, yeah, like it's kind of cute. Oh, sorry, last back there. Maybe the stream. No, just fine. Hopefully. It's a little weird spike there, but hopefully it works fine now. Well, good animation so far. Yeah, kind of a nice runnings in here. My youth is in session, yeah. I think this anime had like a pre-order version, but this is the actual episode 1 though, so I haven't seen the pre-order version, but... Yeah, the gun. Yeah, it's like, damn, wanted to get away! Yeah, Odo-san will capture you! Oh, this is like a training maybe? He's fighting his daughter in some kind of, I guess so. Yeah, she prepared a trap, I guess. Ha, yeah, that's trap! Ha! Trap family! Dirty schemer, Dad! How could you? Ha! I also have a trap for you, honey! Yeah, you can't come here. You can't defeat me, honey! It's like... What an insult, though. Calling her father Gagumbat of Gagambur, yeah. This is clearly, I love it. This is clearly best friends. Come on. No, this is actually really fun, yeah, like, come on, cute father and daughter fighting each other in both their own traps. Ha, I got you, Dad! Well, I got you with my traps! Damn it! So, yeah, they both have schemer fighting traps. That's a great first minute. Yeah, and of course, you know, they're probably like half as poor, right? If they're gonna be some kind of poor single dad raising his crazy daughter, kicks him in the morning. Yeah, she wakes up, kicks her dad in the morning, eats some instant noodles. They don't have like a very, you know, like, yeah, of course, dad can't cook food, right? He's like, whatever, eat some noodle, girl, yeah. Probably. Oh, still angry, honey? Yeah, okay, that thing's gonna be great, honestly, it looks awesome. It looks great, but I just kind of like that duo of, you know, spunky daughter, right? With super agitating her daughter that wants to become, you know, whatever, famous rich, right? And the father tried to stop her with his own traps, yeah, and they're like fighting sort of with their abilities. Come on. Otherwise, I mean, this is clearly a sci-fi anime, right? Doing some kind of, you know, space, something space, right? It's sci-fi, they have mechas, and yeah. It's obviously typical, like, you know, kind of half-assed dystopian future, right? No really surprise there. I guess she's working too. Like, she's kind of young, but I guess this is not like a, again, like a dystopian future, right? So I guess she's working even if she's like a teenager or whatever. Yeah. Memenpu. I guess she helps Dad to work though. Well, college days? Maybe she's just a shibi. Huh. How old is she? Maybe she's a shibi. Maybe she's I don't know, maybe, but she might just be a genius, right? She might just be like a very intelligent kid, right? I mean, this anime, she's probably just like a little genius daughter, right? Yeah, she's like bored. yeah, whatever, Dad. Yeah. I love it. I just love impression. Yeah, Dad. But obviously she wants to go, you know, to the true adventure. It makes sense though that her father would be like, could you please not try to become like some kind of crazy adventurer? You're gonna die, right? Will be a worried father, of course. Exactly, it's like, I'm your father, stop going into danger, right? Yeah, you know, yeah, like he's actually, I think he makes sense. From a typical parent standpoint, why would he want his daughter? No, yeah, she's a 9-year-old, but a genius, yeah. She's a little super genius, right? Yeah. She's a little genius girl. Of course. But I guess she went to university or college, whatever, he said that, like a professor, right? Yeah. Might be joking about it, but I guess yeah, she went to college and graduated. She's very intelligent. His daughter is very smart. Yeah, anime. It's an anime daughter, clearly. Taku's daughter. Oh my god, mom left them! Burn! That might be the trigger, right? Yeah, I feel that's the trigger where like mom left them. But I can feel it could be some more story on that though, right? Like he maybe told his daughter that mom left her, maybe she's dead, you know, I mean, it's a kind of future space thing, right? So, I don't know, I could see, you know, mom actually being dead, right? And he's just being like, yeah, she left us because reasons, but she actually got like murdered or something, right? Like, you know. But yeah, that's the teams, I guess. And I was like, yeah, papaya. Oh my god, they're trying to bribe her to join the... Yeah, stop trying to make the girl go into danger! They're like, oh, look at this tree down here, honey. You want some papaya? Yeah, like, stop making her go down into the freaking... Yeah, into the labyrinth. It's gonna make his daughter die, right? Stop giving her gifts for the labyrinth. Exactly, it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous. Stop trying to provoke my daughter to be in there. The bird. Their map's full of holes. Oh yeah. Could it be mom maybe? Expect her mom to be famous, right? Yeah. Psycho! I feel like her mom is gonna be that woman, right? Ururup. Weird name, but yeah, I guess her mom would be Ururup. It's kind of... the father's obviously an experience maker. He's obviously like an awesome guy, right? Of course, he's like probably abandoned this dream because I'm guessing his wife died right doing this. Yeah, but I feel like, you know, I think to me it feels pretty classic that he also used to go down to the labyrinth with his wife, of course, her mother. Then she died and he stopped going to labyrinth. Like, that's gonna be the storyline. Come on, like, I feel pretty confident that's gonna be the storyline here. Like, he lost his wife in the labyrinth, you know, and that's why he's like, you can't go down there, it's dangerous, right? And she's probably that Ururup, that the famous, is probably the mother, right? Yeah. Be the dead wife, right? Probably. Something like that, you know, if it's... Oh, it's awesome. They have a great chemistry. Yeah. Father and daughter, yeah, great. Ultimate father and daughter team up. Yeah, you die lame dad. Exactly. You're dead now, right? He used to be. He's obviously like a massive. He used to be an amazing marker, of course. Okay, Rufus then. Your friend died, maybe. Ooh, some angles. Every anime needs some fan service. Give me some angles. Yeah, every anime is like... What's actually in the labyrinth then? That's just a kind of ivory tower. But what would... So you go down to find some food something with. Yeah, Doki! Doki! I mean, she obviously also go down there and experience this weird... Yes. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, a secret to Urup also? But it's probably because her mom is the legendary... I mean, yeah, that's why it goes here, right? Urup. Right? It makes sense if Urup is her mother. And that's why she's missing, right? Yeah, like it makes sense that would be her mom, and that's why they leave the letter to Urup. Yeah, like this. Nice. Let's see where... Yeah, daughter is crazy though, so... Memenpu. Weird name though. Memenpu, Gogobur, they're very weird names. I feel the father is right, honestly though. I'm an old man here. No, but come on, she's like very young. He's right, can she wait until she's like 15? Something, can she wait until she's bigger? Of course, she won't be an anime then. But you know what I mean, like, can she wait a little few more years? Like, she's very, very tiny. Yeah, I think he's been something makes perfect sense. He's like a kid. She's very chibi. Yeah, she's a very, very chibi. She's like a chibi little girl. It's not unreasonable for him to want to stop her at least right currently, right? Currently right now, because she's like very young now. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're obviously gonna go down. They're gonna team up, right, to be markers. She's gonna be like, you can only be a marker if I go down with you. That seems to be the... His conclusion is probably gonna be like, fine, you can be a marker, but I have to be in your party, right? Yeah, but Daddy has to go with you. It's like, you can be an adventurer, but only if Daddy also can be in your team, yeah. What if I can also be a cool adventurer with you? It's a Grandia Tree storyline, yeah. It's like you can be a hero, but only if mom can join your team. I love it, Grandia Tree, like the mother joins your party. Joins the hero's party, yeah. Oh, you wanna go and save the planet? Okay, fine, but I have to also be in the party then. Yeah, she's very, very smart. Ready to pass college. There's a good moment here now, yeah. It's like talking here, have trying to his daughter. Fall asleep. Kanske like some kind of super genius here. Well, I guess she's probably take care of the laundry and so on, right? Bad guys maybe? Or where are we right now in the anime here? If we jumped into some antagonists' viewpoint. Certainly looks at the bad guys. Yeah, what is this? Certainly. Oh, could it maybe be detecting what she's doing? I guess they were fighting, I guess. Again or something. I guess they were having like father and daughter morning fight there with their... Yeah, it was like some... I don't know, glue maybe something? Some kind of sticky glue, purple stuff. Linda, so that okay. Linda, Linda. Linda, Linda, Linda. Do 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 do. Maybe the next song's gonna be train, train. Yeah, it's gonna come in there now, man. Linda, Linda. Yeah, I mean, that follows what this side. So it's like some kind of coordinates, right? Or star system or something. There's like coordinates. Yeah, which are the... Or same as the painting, right? This, yeah. Kind of weird future society. They have this labyrinth in colonies with stuff in them, monsters and stuff. Yeah, like a weird society. Shit's happening in the future. Something. That's cute speed there. That's the cute twirl on her. So you gotta do a little twirl on your chair right there. She's a little girl now. She see that she'll be in the end there. Little girl gonna spin around in the chair because it's cute. But no one is wondering why they sent it to her. Yeah, no one is questioning. I mean, obviously father is, but I mean, the girls aren't questioning why would she get the Urup gem right. Dad, I feel, knows that, okay, this is probably your mom's doing something. He probably knows that this is like a danger. He's like, oh shit, man, this is gonna be bad, man. You shouldn't do this stuff. Like these things will attack us, right? I feel Dad is like, oh no. You don't look at this map, honey. He's gonna trigger some bad guys to come. Yeah. But of course, there has to be some bad guys, right? They can't just be random monsters. Yeah, mommy! Oh gosh, hon! What's that? It's like, oh, it's like some kind of Godzilla or something? I guess. What is it? Kadu? Yeah, it's a Kadu. Here we go. Oh, they said a Kadu at her. There's one way to kill them. But I mean, certainly going to fight. I mean, they have mechas, right? They're gonna have like an actual Kadyu fight stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, here comes some defense mechas, exactly. Makes sense. Remain calm. It's just a Kadyu. Remain calm. Don't run. Just walk slowly from it. It's like, what? It's trying to kill me. I just walk slowly from it. It's just... I mean, it's clearly after her, or the actual Gamma, right? I mean, obviously it's after the Amber kind of thing. I mean, yeah. Like, it's... Maybe she can change her mind now, then, from going down to Labyrinth. Doesn't feel... I mean, Daddy's trying to protect her. I don't know how much she's gonna do though, but maybe the other guy comes here, the other friends there. Yeah. The Maker's right. Exactly. He's of course like a experienced Kadyu fighter. Pretty decent CGI. It's nothing amazing, but yeah, it was fine. Nothing amazing, but it's like mediocre. But yeah, he's obviously used to fighting this stuff, right? So, the experience. Man, he's gonna die here. I feel the death threat to Linda here now. Burn! It's a kid! Yeah, the burn. A lot of father-daughter team. Yeah, I mean, they do also. Yeah, I mean, obviously, but we didn't know that. But think about it, a lot of like parent-daughter teams here in this anime. It's like, is everyone gonna be like? It's a lot of father-daughter moments. Yeah, I'm so proud of you, honey. The death flags are massive, though. It's like, I'm proud of you, and then they die, right? Yeah, exactly. I was like, the death flags are massive. He's like, I love you, honey. You're such a good daughter. Bam, dead, right? Freaking death flag. Don't tell your daughter you're proud of her before she goes into battle. Yeah. Yeah, he basically killed daughter. He basically killed her by saying that. He was like, I'm proud of you, honey. You're grown up. Dead. Yeah, he basically told them to kill his daughter and himself, I guess. Yeah. Big mistakes were made. Big mistakes were made, baby. Mistakes were made. Basically, just shut it up there. If it's probably her fault though, or indirectly her friend died, or Linda died, right? Because she was the one that probably summoned them to get there, but of course indirectly killing them, not on purpose, but yeah, Fish is kinda, you saw how it's actually dangerous. Yeah, you saw how, of course. Yeah. And Linda is died and so on. Man, this is a sad episode of one. I mean, yeah, she's crying, Dad is crying. Yeah. Oh yeah, she still wants to go on an adventure though. God damn it, honey, she hasn't learned. Still wants to go on an adventure. Yeah. It's obviously gonna go with her. It's obviously gonna team up with her. I mean, obviously the anime, but man, this is a really good episode 1, you know. Father, daughter, yeah. Some emotional episode 1 here. Trying his best to be a dad. Struggling in this dystopia thing. I feel you're gonna gear up, right? He's obviously an amazing fighter, though. Clearly, he's gonna be an amazing fighter, though. I'm better fighter than my dad, right? It's gonna be like. Yeah, my little girl. See, he's gonna have a freaking... You know Dad's like a super veteran warrior, right? You know he's gonna have like a freaking badass mecha. He's like, let's go kill them, right? Let's get revenge on it, yeah. He's gonna be like, come on, let's go, girl! He's gonna have, you know, yeah. This probably was, of course, the mom used to probably ride in the seat, right? Yeah, her mother probably was the one that used to be his partner, right? Of course. Father and daughters, yeah. He's obviously like, let's go and freaking get revenge, man. They killed our friends! They killed my friend and your friend, yeah. They killed the other daughter-father team. But that was like a really good Louis Pumpkin said episode 1 though, yeah. Like it felt obvious he was gonna die though. Honestly, she was so deathly his daughter. He's like, I'm proud of you, honey. She's like, yeah, I love you too, Dad. I was like, okay, they're gonna die now. Yeah, like he really set them up to die. It was like that was like, man, yeah. This scene, he's like, you're so grown up. I'm so proud of you. And she's all like, she. Thanks, Dad. I love you too. You're like, I was like, oh my God, he hit his daughter. He wants her to die. Yeah. No, but it was actually really good episode 1. But certainly this was like absurd death. Like he's like, yeah, I love you too, Dad. And, okay, you're dead. That was not the best strategy. Hopefully the other father is going to be as nice as daughter. Yeah, he's going to learn the mistakes there. But it was a really good ending there. He started crying and so on. So Dad crying too. And she's all, you know, determined to still be a hero, kinda still go on an adventure. Even after her friend just got killed in front of her. But actually makes the daughter, Memenpu, an interesting character because there's a lot of depth on her. She's like, you know, you saw my friend die, but I still wanna go on an adventure, Dad. So what's wrong with me? Why don't I, you know, I still don't want to stop being, you know, an adventurer, even if my friend is died from it. That's a good part there. But actually, yeah, I think it's gonna be a really good anime. This feels like a very strong episode 1. I am weak though for the father-daughter. Yeah. The Papa storyline. I don't know, except for the, you know, for example, Whatever Garden, right? Episode 7, yeah, that's the best episode I think, Whatever Garden. For example, or what's more like a father-daughter anime. That's the first one that comes to my mind. That's a really good episode of Whatever Garden, of course, with the father and his daughter's like cancer, or his daughter is terminally ill, right, in something. That I think is the best episode in that anime. But I mean, yeah, I think it's great. You can see some good moments here, and I think what he said earlier, it makes sense, right? He's like, well, you're just a kid, man. I get you're like a genius girl. You have that like superpower, he's like a superpower animal character. But he's like, come on, you're gonna die, right? He didn't say exactly, you know, if her mom is dead or whatever. But it seems very, I say, likely that, of course, her mom is this famous maker, of course, right? And very much likely did, of course, Dad drive with mom, right? You know, she was in the order seat, right? Because it seems to be that the makers are like, you know, 2 and 2, right? So obviously, like, Darling in the France. Hopefully he'll get Darling in the France. Father-daughter Darling in the France. That's gonna be weird, man. But hopefully not. But they are clearly driving the mechas 2 and 2, right? So I mean, I would guess very, very likely, or very likely. I would say I'm like 99% sure that her mom used to be the autopilot, right? It's the co-pilot in the mix. Like that just makes perfect sense because, like, yeah, what else would mom be doing? I mean, obviously, mom was part of his crew, right? Like the duo, right? Anything else if mom wasn't part of his mecha thing, I would be very surprised. So I think I can always say by certain, like not 100%, but 90. I feel like I'm 99% sure, right, that of course mom was part of this mecha crew, right? Obviously. But anyway, so I'm just going back to what I said earlier when she's like, that's why your wife left you. It's like my mom left you, so you're a loser or whatever. Yeah. Very, very unlikely did mom leave, right? His friend, Worch, he did mention Rufus, but which might be, I guess, the mother's name, I suppose. But yeah, like the more guy, whatever, right? But extremely likely didn't mom just leave. Right? Maybe she did leave to become an adventurer, though, I suppose, to go down to be a marker. But I mean, I'm very sure it's gonna be more complicated, right? He seems to be a good dad, obviously. Like he's the main character. Him and his daughter. He's presented as, you know, like a good father that cares about his daughter, so on. It shows like he's kind of like a drunk guy now, but I have like a hard time seeing this guy. Like, you know, being like a bad husband or whatever. It doesn't seem like it's presented as him being a bad dad at all, right? He's doing his best in this like dystopian world. I mean, obviously it's like, you know, they're eating ramen and they kind of like this shit, but I mean, it's like they're living in a kind of, you know, half-ass bad future, right? Where they have no money, people are working in some kind of weird space, you know, shit, right? So it's always like, come on, he's probably a good dad for being in a horrible-ish future, right? He's probably one of the better fathers in this kind of setting. so I don't know. I just not imagining his wife leaving him just because he's like a bad husband or father. Like, that doesn't make any sense given what we see here. So it has to be something more, right? But otherwise, yeah, I like the comedy. You know, I like the dynamic. They're obviously that typical Wunsha, for example, Copcraft. You know, old man and cute elf girl fighting, you know, bad guys, right? Little cute elf girl, she's obviously, you know, very similar to her, right? Kind of chibi. Well, I guess she's more a chibi, but, you know, the elf girl in Copcraft, she's also, of course, tinier than a man, right? And like a grumpy old cop guy, and, you know, teaming up and so on, right? So yeah, it's that classic Wunsha duo, right? You have, you know, one big guy, one small guy, and that's all, right? So they obviously go in that direction. They're kind of fighting and so on. So yeah, I think it's a really good episode 1. Probably one of my favorite episode 1 so far. I wouldn't say the best episode 1 I've seen this season. But definitely strong because I like the interaction between the characters. I like them, how they are arguing and the comedy and so on, right? Then they actually also had like a really good, moment in the end when she was crying, he was crying, and it also has the family bond and so on. So yeah, it has both comedy, drama, and obviously some mystery. Certainly, mom is maybe not dead. She's one of these adventures, whatever. Right? Or maybe mom is captured in the labyrinth or something. So there is certainly some mystery, and of course, obviously, someone sent this Kadus at them, right? Of course, we saw all the scripts coming up. Then the Kadu comes in, kills her friend, right? And his friend, or their friend, the family friends, right? Father, daughter, friend, team up. So certainly they will get revenge eventually on whoever sent this Kadus, because there's clearly someone else, like another human behind that, right? Very unlikely, or the Kadus are at random. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So there is some antagonists, of course, after them. Might be the government, might be something else. Depending on the actual storyline of this world. But yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's one of the best episode 1 I've seen this season. Maybe even the best. I think I like it more than... I did really like, you know, World Fan Set yesterday. That was great, yeah. What's it called? Hero Wants to Be Like Slow Life. That was definitely better than Slow Life. We also had Komiki-chan yesterday, right? Komi-chan Can't Communicate. That also was a really good anime. That was probably better than this. Komi-chan was probably better. I don't know, this was better, but I'm just like, you know, I'm like, yeah, like this is, I feel this is one of the best episode 1s, honestly. They're probably top 3 up there, yeah. Of course, I think a new animes down, you know, sequel animes. Yeah, but really good. Because it had most of the comedy and the sadness. Especially the end. I mean, I got a little teared up then. Got a lot of goosebumps when she was crying. Like, what's wrong with me, Dad? My best friend just died, but I still want to be an adventure. That was a great scene, yeah. She's like, oh, I'm Linda. So, I'm probably going to think some revenge scheme later, right? But anyways, next reaction then. Platinum ends, but I'm actually this was good there, didn't it? But yeah, the next thing then, Platinum end, which I'm looking forward to a lot, right? Because, again, Death Note, you know, I grew up with Death Note, yeah, Death Note. Huge anime, of course. I read the manga, you know, I have all the volumes, right? I've seen the anime more than once. Obviously, but yeah, Death Note, of course, is like a huge thing, and this new anime, plus the events like so kind of Miraniki, kind of Death Game kind of thing, right? It sounds to be really interesting from Death Note couple, right? So Death Note, so that I'm looking forward to a lot. So Thursdays to me looks good now because this anime was surprisingly good. Because I didn't think it was gonna be this sad also. I feel the last people do sad. Yeah, they kind of delivered. I expected this thing, comedy. The Woodshot kind of, I hate you, Dad, and they also kind of love him. Yeah, I expected some kind of wholesome kind of comedy, right? But yeah, there was a good sad moment there too. But I am biased. I'm almost weak for that. I'm an old man, so I'm almost weak for that father-daughter. Yeah, I'm like, I'm weak for that father-daughter sadness for like some loses their daughter or something. Yeah. So I guess I'm a little biased there. But I guess you guys soon with Platinum Event, which I think is going to be one of the best animes this season.